All right. This is the third lesson for your Try Again, Unit 3. In today's lesson, we will try to understand the meaning and form of grammar structure, to understand the use of personal pronouns, degree of adjectives, order of adjectives, adjective phrase, and future indefinite tense. And at the end, we're going to draft and format a paragraph. First and foremost, remember, we're basically going to be brushing up our previous knowledge. Okay? These are things that we have previously done in grade 9. सबसे पहले we are going to start off with personal pronouns. मैंने इसको okay. Personal pronouns. सबसे पहले, who's going to tell me what are pronouns? What is a pronoun? We have noun, and then we have pronouns. Then we have verbs, we have adverbs and adjectives. Okay? So we have a noun and a pronoun. What is a pronoun? अरे ये इतना मुश्किल तो नहीं है. सारा आता है? Pronoun.
Ma'am, they are the words that replace the nouns.
Very good. Google कर लिया हमने जी. Pronouns are the words that are used to replace, or they are used instead of a noun. If I say Sarah is a good girl, Sarah likes to eat her breakfast, Sarah comes to school every day, Sarah doesn't take a day off, Sarah likes to wear black, Sarah has curly black hair. What am I doing? I'm repeating the proper noun Sarah over and over and over again. Okay? Instead, if I say Sarah is a good girl, Sarah likes, she eats her breakfast every day, she comes to school on time, etc., etc. What have I done? I've replaced the noun Sarah with she, her, herself, etc. Okay? So she, her, herself, these are all pronouns. Okay? Any word which replaces the noun is called a pronoun. We're coming to the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used for a specific object or person, and they change their form to indicate the different gender, numbers, cases, and person speaking. Gender का मतलब masculine या feminine. ठीक है? For example, for masculines, we use he, him, his. Okay? For feminine gender, for females, for anything that has to do with our particular gender, the feminine, we say she, her, hers. Okay? Then number means singular or plural. If it is one person, I'm going to say I am teaching her. If I am talking about more than one girl, I will say I am teaching them. Okay? The case is, we're going to notice over here, as you can see in the examples as well, case is whether the noun is being used as a subject, as an object, or an indirect object, or it is showing possession. Okay? And the person speaking, is it the first person, that is the person who is speaking, the person spoken to, or this person spoken about, first, second, third person. These are all the concepts that we have previously done in detail. We're quickly going to look at the examples. Personal pronouns can be based on gender. Let us see how it is used for gender. He went to the market. He is used for the male gender. Other examples are his, him, he, etc. She is doing the laundry. She is used for the female gender. Other examples are her, hers, etc. We come to the number. Numbers are always singular and plural, where the pronoun is only referring to one specific noun. We call it the singular. That book belongs to me. That book is singular, and it is one person to whom the book belongs to, so it is me. Me refers to one singular person only. Where the pronoun is used to refer to a number of nouns, that is their book, not yours, their, ठीक है? उनकी किताब. There shows a number of people, hence it's a plural person pronoun. Whereas the yours in this sentence is another example of singular personal pronoun. Okay, yours is you, possession show ho rahi hai, hence yours depicts a singular noun. We're going to come to the case. Subjective case, when the pronoun is being used as the subject of the sentence. She is at work. She is the main subject of the sentence. Hence, in this sentence, she is the subject personal pronoun. She is the performer of the action. Subject kya hota hai? Performer of the action hota hai na? Object hota hai, the one that receives the action. He will meet, objective case, he will meet us later. Us is the objective personal pronoun as it is the object of the verb meet. He is the subject as he is the person who will be doing the action of meeting. Possessive case. This is our clubhouse. Possessive, remember, shows ownership or belonging. Okay, that something belongs to somebody, somebody possesses something. Okay, that is our clubhouse. Our shows the possession of the object clubhouse. Possessive pronouns can also be used to show possession over people. That is, this is my son. This is my teacher. This is your headmistress. Okay? For the first, second, and third person, they are this particular chart. This is going to cater to all the content that we just brushed up. Overhead, you can see the person, whether the person is first, second, third. Sorry, this one is wrong. This is supposed to be number. Number is either singular or plural. That is one person speaking or more than one person speaking. Okay? Person tells you whether it is the person who is speaking, which is the first person, person who is spoken to, which is going to be the listener, and the third person is always the person we are speaking about. Okay? The person can be there, the person cannot be there. Okay? Subjective is when when pronoun is being used as the subject. Objective is when the pronoun is being used as the object in the sentence. Possessive, abhi humne kar liya ki possessive shows the possession, belonging, and ये वाला जो है ये adjective की form में आता है, ठीक है? और possessive adjective है ये इसलिए मैंने इधर लगाया ताकि आपको पता हो adjective और pronoun में difference, ठीक है? This particular, can you see my cursor? This particular column tells you that, as the name suggests, it is an adjective. Adjective में और pronoun में difference होता है. Adjective always tells you something about the noun. Pronoun noun को replace करता है, ठीक है? पंखे के नीचे भी I am sweating. This, on the other hand, is the possessive pronoun. And then finally, you have reflexive, where reflexive होता है जिसमें हम self use करते हैं. अच्छा. In the singular case, second person use नहीं होता. ठीक है? Instead we use the first and third person only. First person I होता है, whereas object में we use me. I will come to school. You will help me. This book is mine. I made the breakfast myself. ठीक है? Third person, he, she, it. These are the three ones that we use. He for the masculine, which is males, she for the feminines, which is females, and it for non-living things or animals. He came to school. This book, you will help him. This book is his, or this is his book. He did his work himself. She has curly hair. This brush belongs to her, or this is her book. Oh, sorry. I went to the market with her. This book is hers, and she packed her bag herself. Then you have it. Objective form maybe it remains it. Possessive may it becomes its. Whose book is it? It's mine. No. Yes. And the clock wound itself. Okay? And then second person. In second person, we are speaking to, second person is always the person we are speaking to. For example, Abhi, I am the first person because you are listening to me, you are the second person. And if we are talking about somebody, let's say we're talking about someone from your class, so that person is going to be the third person. Second person, subjective form, it is you, objective form remains you, possessive pronoun becomes yours, and reflexive is yourselves. Yourself or yourselves, okay? Because it is plural, we're writing yourselves. If there is one person, it's going to be yourself. First person, we, us, ours, ourselves. They, them, theirs, themselves. Third person है, ठीक है? वो, उनकी बात हो रही है. Okie dokie, here comes your first exercise. Oh, acha, sorry. This is the chart which is given in your textbook. Again, it is similar to what I just did with you. It shows the subjective pronoun, the objective pronoun, the possessive pronoun. Then it tells you it has the two columns for each, singular and plural, first person, second person, and third person. Pata nahi kyun mujhe, I'm sweating like anything. Okay. Here is the first exercise. I'd like you guys to take turns and fill it in. Okay. Try to do it. Bahut easy hai. You can do it on your own. Sarah, keep yourselves unmuted now. There is no need to shout. Dash can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. He can hear you. She can hear you. I can hear you is the most appropriate. Amal, you and I work well together. Dash are a good team.
We are a good team.
Very good. We have got a bit of a problem. Could you dash? Uh-oh. Did you see what I did there? I messed it up. ये नहीं था इधर. Yes. अच्छा, एक तो पता चल गया. Do the other one. Could you help Dash, please?
Us, please.
Us or me. ठीक है? Could you help us or could you? Oh yes, because it's we, so it's going to be us. This is a good photo, isn't?
It
Is Samina in? पूरे सेंटेंस को एक गो में पढ़ें.
Okay. This is a good photo, isn't it? Is Samina in it?
Very good. Yes, continue, Amal.
Yes, that's it. Look,
No. We're talking about Samina, and it is the second person who's looking at the picture. What will the other person say? Yes, that's. Sarah, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, that's her. Look,
Huh?
she is next to Fahad.
Very good. Yes, that's her. Look, she is next to Fahad. Who did the mowing? I did dash this morning. Who would like to do this one?
I did it this morning.
Very good. Yes, Sarah, do the next one. Read the whole thing. 6.
Is this Ahmad's bag? No, he didn't bring one. It can belong to him.
Very good. Amal, the last one.
I'm looking for my shoes. Have you seen them? Yes, they are here.
Very good. Very, very good. Here are all the answers. When I post it on on GC, I'll fix it. Okay. We're moving over to the next exercise. Select a personal pronoun that agrees with the subject of each sentence. Okay. So we have to use the objective pronouns this time. Okay. The group has its meeting here. Oh, its is a possessive pronoun. The group has its meeting here. Its yahan pe, it is being used as both the possessive and subjective. Okay. Who would like to do the first one?
Ma'am, I can do it.
Very good.
Anyone can get his name in the news.
Anyone can get his name in the news. Very good. Amal, number 2.
None of the checks were cashed. They finally expired.
Very good. Number 3. Sarah. Chale, chale.
My mother and her sister took their vacation together.
Very good. Number 4, Amal. ठीक है आप उनके घर भी जाएंगे अच्छा चलो ठीक है एक मिनट बेटा एक मिनट yes
All are welcome. They just need to call for directions to the party.
very good number 5 Sarah
Venus and Mars have their orbits nearer to Earth than to any other planets.
very good number 6 Amal
The band starts their tour tomorrow night.
to the next one
Any of the candidates could win. They are very much alike.
मेरा उसके yes we're on the last one now
Yes, ma'am.
yes please
Everybody has their own dreams and goals.
everybody has their own dreams and goals here are the answers ensure that it is correct. Okay, I'd like to have 2 minutes, please. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Acha, chalo, we are moving over to our second exercise. The 3 degrees of comparison. We're familiar with it. Degrees of comparison are in the English language where you have them in adjectives and in adverbs as well. Okay? We have done this topic again previously in grade 9. What is the degree of comparison? Degree of comparison are used when we compare one person or thing with another. There are 3 types of comparison. You have the positive degree, you have the comparative degree, and you have the superlative degree. Oh, my mouse does not have the batteries. मैं सोच रही थी आज मैं इससे पढ़ा लूंगी, but then नहीं. Forms. एक मिनट, क्या किया मैंने? Okay, 3 types of comparison. You have the positive, comparative, and superlative. The forms. That is how we form the 3 degrees. The comparative form of 1 syllable adjectives are formed 1 syllable. That is, syllable is, remember, always the vowel sound. Okay? For example, the word tall, or 1 syllable. But when I say beautiful, I have 2 syllables. B-U-T-ful, that's 3. Okay? Innocent, E, no, cent, ठीक है, innocent में भी 3 हो गए. You get the idea. Good day, Zainab. Remember, it's a simplest form ये है कि syllables जो होते हैं वो आपके जितने vowel sounds एक letter में, एक word में sound, ठीक है, जरूरी नहीं है कि वहां पे letter vowel भी लिखा हुआ हो, ठीक है, जितने vowel sounds होंगे ना उतने syllables होंगे आपके word के अंदर, ठीक है. For example, the word tall, there is only 1 syllable, all, ठीक है. तो जो सिंगल सिलेबल वर्ड्स होते हैं उनका हम कंपैरेटिव बनाते हैं बाय एडिंग ER, लेकिन जब हमने उनका सुपरलेटिव बनाना होता है तो EST बनाते हैं, ठीक है. अच्छा, बिफोर वी कम टू द फॉर्मेशन, रिमेंबर, आई विल गो बैक टू द इनिशियल पिक्चर दैट आई यूज्ड. रिमेंबर, व्हेन देयर आर ओनली 2 थिंग्स, ठीक है, तो हम 2 चीजों के लिए कंपैरेटिव, oh, kya annotation. When you have 2 things, 1 and 2, 2 things are always compared with each other. Okay? So when I have these 2, I will say that this apple is bigger than the first apple. Okay? But when I have more than 2 things, then we use to explain, to compare things, we use the superlative degree. Okay? So now this first, second, third. Now I will say that the third apple is the biggest. Yeah, this apple is the biggest. I will not mention out of how many. It is automatically understood that this apple is biggest of all. I just need to switch on my air conditioning. I'm going to die of heat.
Zainab, जब आपने क्लास अटेंड नहीं की थी ना, तो हमने पिछली का एक्सरसाइजेस की थी ग्रामर की.
I thought कि मैम ने कहा कि क्लास सेकंड क्लास शुरू होगी, so मैं पिछला देख रही थी दिन का.
That was from yesterday, Zainab.
Yes. Ma'am, I have a question.
Gigi.
That when using the superlative degree, it's compared between three things or more than three. It can be more than three things.
It is always more than two. Always more than two. Comparison, remember, comparison two things का होता है. Comparative degree हम two things के लिए use करते हैं. And whenever anything is more than two, we use the superlative degree.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. For example, I have right now I have the three of you, okay, including myself. If I compare Sarah's hair with yours, like अगर मैं आप तीनों के hair length की बात करूं, I'll say Sarah has the shortest hair, okay, and I will say Amal has the longest, I presume. है ना? Show me your hair. Zainab के तो मुझे याद है. Yes, Amal has the longest hair. Isn't it so? So now that of all four of us, Amal has the longest locks, whereas Sarah has the shortest. I am using the superlative degree. But if I was making a comparison between Amal and Zainab, I would say Amal's hair are longer than Zainab's. Okay? Because I am comparing two things. I am going to use the comparative degree. ये सिर्फ एक चीज याद रखने की होती है. बाकी this is super easy. We will come back to the formation. Okay. The comparative forms of one syllable adjectives are formed by adding er or r to the positive form, and the superlative forms are formed by adding est or st. Er and est are added to the positive forms which end in two consonants or a consonant that's preceded by two vowels. For example, tall, taller, tallest. Long, longer, longest. Poor, poorer, poorest. It has given me, Zoom has given me the 30-minute word limit. Oh, sorry, time limit. I'll try to cover this particular topic. जितना मैं कर सकती हूँ, और उसके बाद we are going to restart our class. ठीक है? Now, the positive forms which end in y that's preceded by consonant, the y must be changed into I before adding er or est. For example, dry. क्या कह रहे हैं कि अगर कोई word is ending at y, लेकिन y से पहले consonant sound है. Look over here. Consonant sound है. D consonant है. R consonant है. I. Y लिखा जा रहा है, लेकिन आवाज ये consonant की दे रहा है. Dry. ठीक है? Now, what are you going to do? You're going to change y into I before adding er or est. Dry, drier, driest. Easy, easier, easiest. Greedy, greedier, greediest. On the other hand, if the positive form ends in y, but it is preceded by a vowel, the y must not be changed into I. For example, we came across this word in the poem Daffodils. Gay will remain gayer, and gayest. Gray, grayer, grayest. Lay, layer, layest. Hai? What kind of an example is this? What is lay?
मैम ले तो वो था ना कि आप सेट करते हो लाइक ले यू आर लेइंग समथिंग ऑन समथिंग.
Yes, this last example is wrong. This
Yes,
last
ma'am.
example is so wrong. इसको ignore कर
क्योंकि
देना है, ठीक
superlative
है?
form बनती नहीं है.
I did not see I did not see this example while I think next time मैं ये भी check कर लूंगी, ठीक है? Now, if you notice over here, ugh, horrible लिख रही हूँ, please do excuse me, and we will take the second example. Now, over here, Y se pehle you had a consonant sound. Over here, you had a vowel sound before Y. So over here, when you have consonant, you're going to change it into I before adding ER or EST. But if you have a consonant, a vowel sound before Y, you are not going to change it into I, but simply add ER and EST. कोई इतनी मुश्किल चीज नहीं है ये वाली भी, ठीक है? Moving over to the next point. The comparative forms of adjective which have 2 or more syllables are formed by adding more to the positive form, and the superlative forms are formed by adding most. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Famous, more famous, most famous. Yes. अब मैं आपको बताती हूँ syllables किस तरह से हो रहे हैं. Fame, us, ठीक है? Aim, up. 2 syllable sounds hai, ठीक है? On the other hand, beautiful, beau, full, full, but this is the only way to identify syllables, ठीक है? So simply, when you have more than, when you have 2 or more syllables, we do not use the ER or EST. Instead, we use more and most for comparative and superlative respectively. Okay? However, 2 syllable adjectives which end in ER, OW, and LE are some are normally added by ER and EST to form the comparative and the superlative degree. For example, clever, clever, clever. 2 syllable hai, lekin because it is ending in ER, we are not going to add more or most. Instead, we are writing cleverer and cleverest. ठीक है? इसका जो original ER है, वो हमने retain किया, and we added another ER and EST. Noble, LE में end हो रहा है. See, they tell you ER, OW और LE में अगर words end होंगे, तो हम उनके साथ ER और EST डाल के comparative और superlative degree बनाते हैं. Now, cleverer, clever, cleverer, cleverest. Noble, nobler, noblest. Narrow, narrower, narrowest. Okay, we have 3 minutes remaining. Should I continue or should we rejoin?
Rejoin, ma'am.
1 minute ठहरो. मेरे ख्याल है ये एक स्लाइड करके ना फिर हम rejoin करते हैं, ठीक है? Because this is the last point. Now, irregular comparative and superlative forms. While the ones that we just did, inke andar we simply add est or er or est, more or most. There are certain adjectives which just change their form. For example, and they do not change into er or est for their comparative and superlative forms. For example, good changes into better in the comparative degree and best in the superlative. Bad changes into worse and worst. Evil, worse, worst. Ill, worse, worst. Far, farther, farthest. Little, less, least. Late, later, last. Many, more, most. Much, more, most. Old, elder, eldest. Okay? Okay, I am going to end the meeting and then I want you to rejoin again. Okay, I'm immediately going to restart. So please join me back.